Well, sports fans, thanks for joining us. And it's time for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We have Doris Burks on the sideline as well. Kings looking to make the most out of their home court advantage here in Sacramento. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Taking a look at the Rockets. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Modiunas and Howard the post pair. And it's Beverly in at point guard. Here's the pick. Here's Rondo. And it's sent back by Howard. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. McLemore with the ball. A three-pointer off the mark.
And former coach of the year, George Karl, making his way back into the league last season. Kings picked him up halfway through the year to kind of stabilize their coaching situation.
Now here's Rondo, following the miss by Trevor Ariza. Gate kicks to Ace. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. 6 to shoot. Here's Cousins. Gay outside. And it comes off the front of the rim. And what a pickup to get a guy like Karl, Greg, on their bench. As you mentioned, he's just been a winner his entire career.
Well, he's climbing the ladder in the all-time wins category as a coach, and also he's a cancer survivor. Overcome a battle with cancer, and that also lends itself to having great compassion and respect for George Karl.
As did his son Kobe.
That's
Remember
right.
That? Yeah.
That's right. He's a family affair.
The Kings shooting their first free throws of the game.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely.
Here's Howard. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop the train when he's coming in for the slam.
Rondo dishes to Cousins. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D, because that clearly was a breakdown.
Count the bucket. Harden's got 5.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Here's AC. Good D by Ariza.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Well, looking back on last season, you didn't know where the Rockets would end up in terms of seeding in the playoffs. Ended up with the 2 seed because they won the Southwest Division. And as it turned out, everything worked out very well for them.
It really did, and had a divisional matchup in that first round against the Mavs. But the Rockets took care of business in that series and would advance.
Caspi, he's checked in for Sacramento. Collison comes in for Rajon Rondo. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for the Rockets. Now here's Cousins. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Cousins has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And, you know, for the Rockets, they had a major gut check in the second round. Went down 3-1 against the Clippers. Came back to win the series in 7, including Game 6, when I dozed off when they were trailing by 19 in the 4th. And was shocked to wake up in the morning and see they had forced the 7th game.
And some changes here for the Kings. Quincy Aces come in for Casper. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Darren Collison. Houston with a big group substitution here. Capella's checked in. Brewer comes in for Trevor Ariza. Daniels is checked in for James Harden. And it's Tyrion for Patrick Beverley.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Here's Brewer. Kicks it out to Beasley. Here's Gay. And the serious dunk to finish it off.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
And with the Rockets' last postseason, their trip to the conference finals was as far as they would go. Went out to the Warriors in 5 games. Most of them, though, close ones. I think most fans were pleased with how far the team went last year in spite of all the injuries.
Rondo kicks to Cousins. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Capella, the pass to Beasley. Terry kicks to Beasley for 3.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Rockets ahead, leading by 5. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
Collison is out there with Bellinelli. And it's Caron Butler. Then there's Caspi. And it's Kufis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for the Rockets. Screen by Howard. And Beverly kicks to Howard. It's Harden with the drive. No good there off the double clutch.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Butler. Rocket shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%. Harden outside. Here's Beasley. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchups.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
Well, last season, Greg, another year without playoff basketball in Sacramento. A shame to see some of the best fans in the NBA not be a part of the postseason.
That's a great point, Kevin. Now, 9 straight years where the Kings have failed to make the postseason. 29-win seasons aren't going to get you very far when you're battling in the West.
Cauley-Stein. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
The drive by Collison. Cauley-Stein dishes to Butler. Again, the miss by the Kings. Houston leading by 9. Oh, it's not possible what we just said. Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
Here's Beverly after the Kings pick up 2. In the corner, Harden. Shoots from the baseline. He squares up and sinks it. Harden's got the lead up to 11 now for Houston.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example.
Oh!
Well, there's hot guys, and then there's really hot. They just can't miss.
You know, Greg, sometimes you'll see an individual guy go on a shooting tear like this, but the whole squad, wow.
Collison against Beverly. Collison, the pass to Cauley Stein. Here's Koufos. Shot is off. Houston leading by 13. Harden left side. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And that one goes long.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game. And the Kings will go for a different look here. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Koufos. Gay comes in for Butler. Curry's checked in for Marco Gallinari. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Darren Collison. And then for Houston, Monty Eunice is checked in for Beasley. Brewer comes in for James Harden. And it's Terry in for Patrick Beverly. And some nice passing there by Houston. Monty Eunice can't get it to go. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. And the jam by Rudy Gay.
Good, just like soup. A little more ferocious, though.
Okay, Clark approves, everybody.
Yeah, but that's how you finish strong. The young fella's wearing the rim out.
Here's the lob to the hoop. He feeds it to Rondo. Here's Cousins. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 6 assists in the game. Terry kicks to Monty Eunice. And that one hits back iron.
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Now the pass to Cousins. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
The Rockets with another miss.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Rockets lead by 5. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be, and so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
So on the floor for Houston. Monty Eunice and Howard, the post pair. Beverly and Harden, they're the backcourt. And it's Ariza in the small forward. Cousins dishes to Gay. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
It's no secret, Clark, what this Houston Rockets team wants to do. They want to get to the line, drive the lane, and hurt you from outside the arc.
And they'll do it all at a very fast pace. I mean, they're fun to watch. The pace is something that I think sneaks up on teams sometimes, Kevin.
Good point. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
And no doubt the Rockets were one of the faster-paced teams in the league last year. When you have the firepower they do, you want it to become a scoring fest.
The drive by Rondo. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. On defense, the Rockets. Rondo passes to Ace. And McLemore kicks to Gay. Pass to Rondo. Feeds it to Cousins. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Dwight Howard.
A lot of the wins for the Rockets, guys, I thought last year came from just wearing down their opponent. I mean, you can keep up with their pace for a quarter, maybe 2, but it's very hard to sustain it for 48 minutes, shot for shot.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Capella's checked in, and it's Beasley in for Trevor Ariza. The Kings trail by 3. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Caspi, he's checked in for Quincy Ace. Bellinelli comes in for McLemore. And it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. So it'll be James Harden shooting. It's on DeMarcus Cousins. And the Kings making a change here. Kufis is checked in.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Harden outside. Beasley outside. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Collison kicks to Bellinelli. Back to Collison.
They're going to have to play really smart on defense now and defend without fouling because they're over the limit.
The Kings have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. It was a rough year last year for fans in Sacramento, but they still come out here to fill up the stands, Greg, even with their team struggling.
Yeah, the new ownership, give them credit. Last year, the Kings marked an 8-year high in terms of attendance. Not bad for a team that really looked to be in the hunt for the postseason, but then just fell apart midway through.
Beasley for 3. Again, the miss by Beasley. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here.
They're fortunate that one was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged a bullet there.
Curry's checked in for the Kings. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Brewer's checked in. Collison kicks to Kufis. Back to Collison. Outside for Curry. For the tie. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
The Kings ended at 18-23 here at home. Not a terrible record for them given how their whole season went kind of up and down and inconsistent. They even had some home cooking in their favor as they were the 2nd best team in free throw differential at home.
That's a 2 from Bellinelli. That's good on the jump shot.
Guys, you know, you're not going to hit that shot too often. That's high risk.
Beverley dishes to Beasley. From 13 feet, it goes down. Beasley's got 6.
Well, a big thing for the Kings to look forward to is the opening of their new arena. They are still looking at opening the downtown arena in the fall of 2016, and Sacramento couldn't be any more excited.
Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Costa Kufis. And then for Houston, Trevor Ariza is checked in for KJ McDaniels. And it's Terry in for Patrick Beverly. Curry outside, and he gets it to go. Curry's got the game tied up here for the Kings.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
And really all the momentum is theirs, making such a strong comeback. So I think you've got to really feel good about their chances the rest of the way.
Terry, the pass to Capella. Sacramento grabs the miss.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Collison kicks to Cauley-Stein. Kings moving the ball around. And Collison gets it to go on the assist by Bellinelli. And it's 6 points for Collison. Terry dishes to Beasley. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Blowing the whistle and a lot of contact here.
You don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
8 seconds left in the third. They set the pick. It's tipped. And stolen by Howard. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Kings ahead. Up 1. Live from Sacramento, you're watching 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. McLemore and Gay on the perimeter. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Cauley-Stein. And it's Rondo in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Kings.
That's what this team needs right now. Solid scoring chances.
To the paint. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one is on Ariza. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Houston.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
And you can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
Here is Harden. Passes to Moniunas. The dish to Howard. It's Harden with the drive. Here's Moniunas. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The free throw drops for Moniunas.
Yeah, the Rockets were able to make it to the 2nd spot in the West at the very end of the season. Actually came down to the last day. They could have ended as low as 6th going into the final game.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs them.
There's McLemore.
How about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Rockets coach had some advice for the team over that last break. He tried to really fire them up to bring it home, saying, all night, you have all night to rest after the final buzzer. For now, we have to lay it on the line and try to bring it home. Guys, back to you.
Thanks again, Doris.
And what a gutty play. I mean, muscles his way to the rebound and then just pounds it home for the putback.
Well said, Jay. The battle on the boards, Clark, could go a long way toward deciding this game.
You know, and if that play is any indication, that's a battle they're willing to put every ounce of their energy into winning.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Sacramento didn't have a free-flowing offense, and they wanted to get up and down, and it showed in their play transitioning from stagnant to free-flowing.
Rondo drives in. Lots of room. No good from Cousins. Here's Harden. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does it.
And he better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
First one falls for him. Sacramento, a team that is likely to put it on the floor to attack. We saw that last year. They have no problem creating with cleared movement versus ball movement, which is something which is a nice way to kind of begin the transition.
It is, and Kevin, they were dead last in the league in terms of catch-and-shoot field goal attempts. Also near the bottom in catch-and-shoot field goal percentage, so they might have been justified in that.
That's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. The Kings making a switch here. Collison's out there. The Rockets trail. Harden gets to Ariza. A 3 ball. It's rebounded by McLemore. The Kings have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And finished off by Collison.
Big time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy. What a time in the ball game to make it happen.
It's Gay with the drive. Here's Caspi. Offensive rebound. There's the feed to McLemore. On the 3 off target.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Harden with it. Gay picks him up defensively. Harden the pass to Howard. Ariza outside. It's Harden with the drive. Yunus dishes to Ariza. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Collison kicks to Cousins. Gay outside. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Rockets trailed by 3. Yunus passes to Beverly. He kicks it to Harden. Back to Beverly. Right wing. Rockets hits. And here's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his 5th foul. Prince Willis is checked in for Casper. And a switch here also for Houston. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Monty Yunus. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ariza. .109 left in the game. Tries from 10. No good from Cousins.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
Here's Beverly. Houston gets it back. Here's Harden. Help! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Those are huge points.
Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
Over in the corner, DC. And once again off the mark by Sacramento.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he
Madison dishes to McLemore. It's in!
Kevin, they've still got a foul to give at this point.
Yeah, and strategy wouldn't be bad to use it if they need to.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're trailing by 3. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to go for the 3. A quick, easy bucket inside will do.
Well, I think the clock's a little short here for that. I mean, I'm not quite sold on the quick 2. I think they've got to look for a quality 3 to try to tie this thing up based on where the clock is right now.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They trail by 3. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to go for the 3. A quick, easy bucket inside will do.
Well, I think the clock's a little short here for that. I mean, I'm not quite sold on the quick 2. I think they've got to look for a quality 3 to try to tie this thing up based on where the clock is right now.
Timeout called by the Kings. Here's Gay to the left side wing. And Cousins gets to Collison. Out to the right wing. Timeout called the Rockets. What do you think, guys?
They need a quick 3 here. It's a tough shot. The odds are against them, but anything's possible.
So it's Sacramento who scraped by with the win. What a show they put on here home tonight.
Tremendous work all the way down to the wire. We were just wondering what would happen next. Major drama, and we saw good.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.